So my hair is falling out, and I'm gonna tell you why. Stay tuned. Devil ain't gonna take my joy. The devil can take my edges, he cannot take my joy. It's the way you act. It's the way you act, devil. It's the way you act. And if you don't believe me, receipts. Receipts. Documentation. Yes. Verification. Authentication. Yes. Yeah. So, I don't know if y'all can tell, but this is the length we're working with when it's wet. This is about the length we're at now. So today is what, April something? It's like the first week of April. We are at lower back. Okay, as y'all can see, like bathroom, laundry, there's no comforter on the bed. It's Sunday, so I'm cleaning, I'm doing laundry. It's a lot going on. This one feels so, this one hurts so bad. Like, feels like it's gonna, this feels like it's gonna break off any second. I'm gonna have to crochet that. I feel like I'm seeing like some breakage right here. You see that? Like, it's like I feel like I have breakage here. It's like a little patch. Like, I could literally just pull this out of my head right now. Look at it. It's hanging by just like a few strands. 1, 2, and 3. All of these have broken off. In the front, in the same area, on the same side of my head. The very front row, all of them have broken off. Why am I getting kind of emotional about this? If you see, this one is like behind my ear almost. Like the hair is completely like grown out of it. A little better, but Jesus Christ. Yeah. I got this whole patch of hair right here in a lock. Like, what? Now, I've seen people take a lock and like reattach it, but you have to comb out a part of this. I'm just combing out the end of the lock now to see if I can work with some of this hair. But remember, locks are, they ain't nothing but dead hair. Got it kind of like here. We got to figure out how to put it back in there.
Next, you're going to want to start going in an in and out motion and make sure you're going through the lock and create a knot. Make sure,
like, I'm pulling it and we seem to be okay. I just, to extra security, I'm just going to keep going. Like, I just don't trust it. Like, all right, I think that's where I'm going to leave it at. I mean, that looks way better than what it was.
They contacted me and said that they thought their medic had a theory.
Okay, we're done. I'm done with my hair. So I'm about to get under the dryer and eat something for dinner, watch Abbott Elementary, get me some wine, enjoy the rest of my night, get ready for work tomorrow. So okay, so this is where I'm at. I just wanted to show y'all the finished product. This is what my hair looks like. I ended up doing a braid out, obviously, and I kept the braids in for two days. Still look a mess. I still look like I have the suds, but you know what? It's perfectly fine. Yeah, it's taking everything to get set up for this video. Yeah. These are not accusations, okay? The rumors are true. You know, I debated coming on YouTube and making this video because people can just be so aggy. Like, sometimes people are just like so annoying. Your hair, anything dealing with like your hair, your appearance, anything like that, it's a sensitive topic. I've always strived to be authentic on this channel. I've always strived to be transparent on my channel. Though I was apprehensive to come talk about this, because I already know how ruthless the internet is. I was like, you know what, whatever. I'm not the first person to experience this. So let's talk about it. Let's get into it. As you just saw in the video, I had crocheted my hair back into my head. That held on for maybe like a week. So I contacted my loctician and she's going to repair these for me and put locks back in that place. But I'll show y'all what it looks like as of now. So it's this area over here. Let me see if I can zoom in some. Y'all, my hair is not freshly washed, okay? So anything that you see, if you make fun of my hair, you are racist, okay? I'm combing this out simply so y'all can see what I'm talking about. So as you can see, like from right here on down, all of this is like loose hair. You see that? Loose hair there. Like, it's not like I'm like balding. It's hair here. It's just, I don't know. I will say my edges feel thin. You see that? You see, it feels like my edges are kind of thinning out right in here. Like the hair is a little shorter here, and sometimes, like, you see that? That's crazy to me. Like that's crazy looking. You see that? Now luckily it's still hair over here, so it's easy for me to cover that up. But yeah, that's what's going on. That's what it looks like. Just putting this on YouTube is like freaking me out. This one I actually cut, and it's the lowest. It's at the very back of my neck, and so it brushes up against a lot of like shirts and clothes, and so I actually cut that one. That one didn't break. It just had so much lint in it. I was picking the lint out, and it was so much lint coming out of this one in particular. I was like, just cut that off, because I didn't even want to look at it. The other one is over here. I have several skinny locks back here. Like on this side, I have really skinny locks. Y'all see that? Compared to like the rest of my hair, my locks on this side of my head run really small. You see that? This is what it looks like. So you see it's pretty consistent throughout, but at the end, it has started getting really weak right here. Like this is actually just like loose hair at the very tip of it. It's just like very loose. It got really weak in the middle, and then it kind of just like came off. So that one broke off. So we cut one. This one broke off on its own. We had those two slip out. They just started thinning at the roots and slipped out. And then I have one other one over here that broke off too. This one, the same thing happened to this one as well. Like it didn't break like horribly, but as you can see, it's on that side. It's on the side where I'm having trouble issues with my hair, and the same thing happened. It got like super weak in the middle right here. You see how it's loose at the end? Like I'm not combing these out. They're just getting loose at the end and then breaking off. I've seen this type of breakage from other people who do YouTube videos, and typically I see that type of breakage with people who are bleaching their hair, which makes sense because it's bleach. You know, I think there's a number of reasons why I'm experiencing breakage and hair loss. A lot of it is on me, so we're going to talk about it so that you guys don't make the same mistakes that I made. Am I in focus? Okay, because she needs to be in focus. Number one, the first reason why I think that I'm experiencing hair loss, especially in this area in particular, is because I've always had issues with this area in particular, right? But I had one lock over here. I had accidentally cut it by accident, and then I had a patch of hair right here. So one loctician, she put a lock extension on that little loose patch of hair right here, and then another loctician ended up putting a lock extension on the lock that I cut over here, which was like this. My hair stops right here, and then the rest of this is lock extension. This is where the other lock extension was. It was right here. Where the lock extensions were put in my head is so tender. It's always been so tender right in this area, even as I touch it right now. And so I think that has contributed a lot to it just starting to thin out that area. The weight of that lock extension is too heavy for the foundation of hair that was right there. Does that make sense? Just because it's loose hair doesn't mean that a lock should go there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that loose hair should have been split and put into other locks instead of you just starting a new lock. And I'm not blaming that loctician because she did what she felt like needed to be done, and I agreed to it at the time. But now, just from experience, I'm like, maybe we should have just split that hair and put it into other locks. Number 2. The second reason is, like I said, the foundation has to be strong, okay? Because that lock was started in a very weak area, the foundation was very shaky. Make sure that the foundation is sturdy enough to hold the weight of your hair over time. Just because it can hold the weight of your locks at the state that they're at now, at the length that they're at now, you got to think down the road. When your hair starts getting longer and thicker or heavier, the foundation has to be strong enough to hold the weight of that lock. Number 3, I would say, is I got lazy with my routines. I'm gonna be honest, when I'm not actively making lock content, my locks are an afterthought in the grand scheme of my life. Like, I have other things going on, other things that are at the forefront of my mind on a daily basis. Just like everybody else, I go through my phases where maybe I'm just like super stressed because of my personal life, or because, you know, something's going on, or, you know, hormones, PMS, PMDD, for the girls who have PMDD. I spoke on this a little bit in the last video. As your hair gets longer, they're locks. So it doesn't take a lot, and I think sometimes we get comfortable. It doesn't help that I'm not one of the lock girlies who feel like every hair needs to be perfectly, the parts have to be perfectly aligned, and I'm not one of those lock girlies. Like, I am definitely like, let my roots be my roots, my gray is my gray, my naps are my naps. I let the hair do what it's gonna do, you know, and that's a good thing, but it's a bad thing because it just creates more of an environment for me to be lazy. Just don't get lazy, y'all. Just don't do it, because, you know, locks are easier. I will say, in my opinion, locks are easier than having loose hair or doing wigs or whatever, but there's still maintenance to be done. So do the maintenance. Do the maintenance. Number 4. Okay, this one is big. Lack of water. If you're anything like me, you have to like make it a priority to hit your water every single day. Like, if it literally, I have started putting drink water on my to-do list for the day. And it's not even like, I'm not even like one of those weird people that are like, oh, I don't like the taste of water. It's not even that. I don't mind water. It's just, again, it's just not at the top of my list. It just don't be on my mind. I need to drink way more water than what I do. I'm just a girl. What do you want me to do? I'm only a girl. I'm only a girl. So yeah, make sure you're staying up on your water intake. That's very important. Water is the lubricant of the body. Number 5, sleeping with no bonnet. Yep, go ahead and judge me. That's fine. I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, I said it, and I'd do it again. Just kidding. I would not do it again. I also have not been sleeping on a silk pillow. So it's a double whammy there. I feel like I broke one of the Black woman commandments, okay? And I am coming to you guys humbly, asking for forgiveness. I'm gonna do better about sleeping in my bonnet. That's just like carelessness. That's just laziness and carelessness. Insubordinate and churlish. Okay, number 6. I've made an entire video about this, but you guys know, okay, I started my locks in what, 2018? Okay, so in 6 years, I've had 6 locticians. Do not do that. What happens every time you switch to a new loctician is that that loctician doesn't know whether your hair was twisted this way or that way. They don't know whether the hair goes here or here. The person who started your hair is going to be more likely to follow the system that they initially started your hair with. Stick with the same loctician if you can. And then last but not least, too many high tension hairstyles. So this time when I do my hair, it's going up. It's probably going to be an up down, a variation of an up down style. I'm realizing that I'm going to have to stop doing that because that's one of the #1 causes of breakage and tension. And the only reason I don't like wearing my hair down is because I don't like stuff on my face. I don't like things in my eyes, and I get hot really easy, so I don't like stuff on my neck. Like, you can go back to my old videos and see where I was like, bro, I can't wait till my hair gets long. I can't wait till my hair gets long. Yes, and I'm so happy to be here, but also it's annoying. And also, this is Georgia. So also, it's really hot. So also, I need you off my neck. When it's time to wash, it's heavy. Get off of me. Sometimes I lay down for a nap and my lock somehow falls into my ear. Get out of there. You know, there's things that come. Like, be careful what you ask for because, you know, new levels, new devils. And that's it, y'all. These are preventative measures that I can take to help prevent thinning and, you know, having issues. But I think sometimes things are just inevitable. You have a hairstyle for over 10 years, there's gonna be some hiccups. There's gonna be some changes. Your body is going through changes. I just turned 30. You know, my body is going through all kinds of changes. Like now when I eat ice cream, you might as well take me out in the back and put me down. Take old Yeller out in the back. All we can do is try to keep it in its healthiest state and correct issues as we come across them. But at the end of the day, hair is just hair. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them down in the comment section. If not, I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.